Good day, grade 3 learners. Welcome to our Science 3. Our topic for today is how living things depend on each other. Before we begin, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Here are the bases of our lesson today. Content standards, performance standards, learning competencies, learning objectives, activating prior knowledge. Good morning, class. Put on your thinking caps and get ready to explore. Today, we're going to observe, experiment, and discover how the world works. What do the school garden and the nearby pond have in common? The answer is, both are ecosystems where living things, plants, and animals interact with non-living things like water, sunlight, and soil to survive. They both rely on interdependence, such as plants providing food and oxygen, while animals help with pollination or seeds dispersal. Lesson purpose intention. Today's lesson, you will answer the questions, how do plants and animals depend on each other and the environment? Lesson language practice. Can you think of an animal that benefits from plants and other animals? The expected answer is, some may mention insects, getting nectar from the flowers, and in so doing are also pollinating the flowers. Reading the key idea stem. Activity 4. How do plants and animals depend on each other and the environment? Number 1. You will perform activity 4 to learn more about how plants and animals depend on each other and the environment. Developing understanding of the key idea stem. Activity proper. Number 1. Perform activity 4. How do plants and animals depend on each other and the environment? Write your answer to the questions in your notebook. Note or write terms you are not familiar with. Discuss this within your group. For our pause activity, discuss the answer to the activity guide questions. Presentation can be used to facilitate the discussion. For question 1, answer may vary as different plants and animals were mentioned in the video. Note, try to also mention animals that are endemic in the country. Number 2. Call on volunteers to share their group's discussion and answer to the questions with the class. Question 2. Answer may vary. Plants and animals depend on each other and their environment for food, shelter, and others. Because plants will not be able to manufacture their food without the sun, they all die. Because animals depend directly or indirectly on plants for food, they also die. Life on Earth, as we know, it will no longer be possible. In the discussion, the importance of protecting environment where plants and animals depend on each other and the environment. Environments have non-living things that help living things meet their basic needs to survive. For the extension or differentiation part, research a specific environment. Example, a farm, a pond, or a school garden, and create a food web for that environment. deepening understanding of the key idea stem. Showcase the learner's pond drawing in Activity 3. Here are the examples of your possible drawing. We have Liam's pond, Maya's pond, pond by Sarah, pond by Smith, and others. Have the learners make a simple food chain based on their drawings. Here is an example of our pond food chain. What happens to the other living things in the environment if one living thing is removed? If one living thing is removed from an environment, it creates a ripple effect that disrupts the entire ecosystem. Because living things are interconnected through food chains and symbiotic relationship, the removal of one species usually leads to the following. Food shortages for predators. If a prey species like a grasshopper is removed, the animals that eat them like frogs will have less food. This can cause the predator population to decrease or force them to move to a different area to survive. Overpopulation of prey. If a predator like an owl is removed, the population of its prey like mice will grow out of control. Too many mice will then eat all the available plants, leaving no food for other herbivores. Interruption of life cycles. If a pollinator like a bee is removed, many plants will be unable to produce seeds or fruits. This eventually leads to the disappearance of those plants, which further affects the animals that rely on them for shelter and food. Loss of balance. Decomposers like worms and fungi are also vital. If they were removed, dead matter would be piled up and the soil would lose the nutrients needed for new plants to grow. Making generalization and abstractions. An environment is a delicate balance where living things or abiotic and non-living things, abiotic, function together as one system. Number 1. How changes affect the environment? Because everything is connected, a change in one area, like a decrease in rainfall or the removal of a forest, creates a domino effect. If the non-living parts change, example, less water, the living parts, example, which is plants, suffer, which then affects the animals that eat them. Good day. If there is drought or no rain, the effect on living things, plants wither and die. Animals lose their water source and food. Pollution in a pond. Fish cannot breathe. Birds that eat the fish may become sick. If there is a forest fire, animals lose their homes or habitats and must migrate or perish. Overfishing. Larger sea animals lose their food source, disrupting the ocean food web. The big picture in the interdependence. Living things do not just depend on each other like a bee needing a flower. They also depend on non-living things to survive. Plants need sunlight, soil, and carbon dioxide to make food. animals need oxygen to breathe and water to drink. All organisms need a specific temperature and shelter provided by their physical surroundings. Evaluating learning. Instruction. Choose the best answer for each question. Number 1. Plants provide two essential things that most animals need to stay alive. What are they? A. Food and oxygen. B. Soil and sunlight. C. Carbon dioxide and water. Or D. Rocks and minerals. Number 2. Which of the following is an example of an animal helping a plant survive or reproduce? A. Bird building a nest in a tree. B. A rabbit eating the leaves of a carrot plant. C. A bee carrying pollen from one flower to another. Or D. A fish swimming in a pond near a lily pad. Number 3. What happens to a food chain if the producer or the plants are removed from the environment? A. The animals will start eating rocks to survive. B. The animals will learn to make their own food from sunlight. C. The herbivores will have no food, causing the entire food chain to struggle or collapse. Or D. Only the predators will survive because they eat meat. Number 4. Living things depend on non-living things. Part of the environment. Which of these is a non-living thing that a plant needs to make its own food? A. Earthworms. B. Sunlight. C. Bacteria. Or D. Other plants. Number 5. Some animals like squirrels help trees grow in new places. How do they do this? A. By breathing on the trees. B. By chasing away other birds. C. By drinking all the water near a tree. Or D. By burying seeds and nuts in the soil and forgetting them. Here are the correct answers. Great job today, everyone. You listen well, share your thoughts, and work hard. Keep up the good work. See you next time.